Yeah, that's right. You damn right. I got my opinion too. Okay, I'm gonna put my 2 cents in it. So I saw this article and they had most of these, guys that I'm subscribed to talking about it, i.e. Willie D, Dr. Boyce Watkins, ABL, a few of these cats. Okay, I think even Breakfast Club, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are talking about this lady named Ebony K. Williams, and her name was Ayala Variant. This interview of Mrs. Variant that she is the interviewer, and then, well, actually, Ebony K. Williams is the interviewer, and Valiant was a dating coach or host, or had asked Mrs. Williams, okay, would you date a bus driver? And she said, yeah, if he owned the bus, or maybe, I don't know, if he owned the fleet. And that's her opinion if she want to do that or whatever, okay? But let me tell you something. Well, let me say this first of all right? There's a couple of things I think that with women that are empowered, I believe that when women hit a certain threshold, unlike men, okay, they don't like to go in lifestyles. They kind of like keep it in the family. So usually, if there's a woman, or this is the way it's presumed, okay, for a long time, if it's a woman, let's say in the entertainment industry, probably they're going to want to date a woman equivalent or better. That's probably going to be the same way in Fortune 500 companies, in the military, probably sports, that type of thing. Now, I think that a few women despise that. Why? Because they probably do want a husband, okay? Maybe to date a man with that maybe makes lesser money, or somebody that's got like a lower persona. After all, somebody got to go shopping, okay? Maybe do things around the home, whatever. Every couple can't be famous. That's all I'm saying. You know, not saying that it ain't cool for a man, or to stay. I don't know, to do things around the home and so forth. Okay, but I figure as long as the man is working and he is successful, but that's her opinion. But let me tell you something. I've been in transportation for what? It'll be pretty soon 27 years. I am also a targeted individual. So I got guys clowning me, okay, maybe because they're on YouTube. All right. You be surprised, even a couple of dudes that play sports or whatever, okay, that make fun about how much money I make and how much money that they make, okay. But he who get number one, they're not gonna come in my face and say that, okay, because you will get your jaw broke, number one, okay. I'll do it on national TV, okay? I'll come up to your studio and I would dare you to come in my face and tell me, and I can guarantee you gonna get put on your back, okay? Number one. Number two, he who give it is he who take it away. I know guys that I played with and against in basketball, okay, back home in Hampton, Norfolk area, guys that played in the NFL, the NBA, okay, played on the AAU and Pro Am and all that, okay. But there's so much talent, everybody can't make it, okay. And quite frankly, I had the talent, but to be honest with you, for whatever reason, okay, maybe be it my attitude, or I struggled academically in school, so the big schools did not look at me or pass me by and so forth. Okay, I found other ways, and I was still able to do semi-pro tryouts and so forth, but I wasn't one of them folks. Okay, so inevitably, everybody can't make it, and even if you do, you make all the money you want to make. Unless you have enough money to where you could walk away, you still have to work to keep what you have. Okay, you'll be surprised on how many guys that played pro sports now, or even playing pro sports right now, that have regular jobs, but particularly in the transportation industry, guys that are doing Lyft and Uber, guys that drive the bus. Heck, Ben Roethlisberger probably made 150 million, $200 million to drive the bus now, the school bus. There's a couple of guys that do that. I can't think of who he played for Dallas. Okay, one of those older guys do that. Okay, they had guys, drug dealers in the witness protection program that's done that. Okay, Shaq, Odell Beckham, they've done Lyft. Okay, I've seen them in the commercials. Yeah, they do it at times or whatever. All right, they got football, basketball players that drive trucks and all that. I know Moses Malone. He's from not too far away. I'm from Petersburg, Virginia. That had a trucking company. God bless his soul. He passed away some years back. Okay, Karl Malone has got a rig. So I think before she ended up making an assumption like that about money, all right, that you really don't know what these guys have done before, or maybe what these guys maybe have already stashed up. When I went to CDL school to get recertified in 2016, you'd be surprised. They got doctors, lawyers, okay, that drive trucks, okay, they got CDL licenses and do this type of stuff. All right, they've had project managers, colonels, okay, since when I was in the military, that do this type of stuff, okay, that do transportation type work, that do Lyft or whatever, okay, millionaires that still do it. No matter how much money you make or made, you still gonna want a little, something extra. But the thing about it is, even Mrs. Variant said that that's the problem, okay, with status, women not, letting go of their pride or whatever, and maybe going back a little bit in lifestyles, because many women, when they get a taste of that lavish lifestyle, it's hard for them to go back. They wait until they like 60 years old, until they're not attractive anymore, until, their little crotch is worn out, and then they want to humble themselves. Now, I've heard Miss Williams said, well, this and that because I've done them all. Well, hell, that tells me right there, when she makes a statement like that she's a concubine, okay, when she said that she's done them all right? That ain't nobody I want to take seriously, all right? Just because somebody, let me tell you something, ladies, that got these ladies, you ladies that, or even anybody that want to make fun of people that's got service jobs. Just because they do a service job don't mean that they're not responsible, or they're not, or they're broke and so forth, okay? Because you really don't know what you're talking about. You really don't know, again, that what status that man that had, or is having to get them in that situation. It could be something just to keep them busy. It could be a lot of reasons why people do that type of work, okay? But for people like women, these empowered women like Eboni K. Williams, okay, or a lot of others, that's the problem right there. That could be a good man that they pass over. But one of the things that happens is there's people like her in the entertainment industry. This goes for you too, that gang stalkers or whatever, okay? Because they're looking at cutting a lot of people in these different news outlets and so forth. Outlets, you never know. You may find yourself doing what I'm doing, okay? And that person that's doing what I'm doing, or maybe me, may find myself being like you, or end up being retired, or maybe end up being blessed with a lot of money and so forth, okay? But the smack that you talk, okay, that people do, they don't forget that. So I would suggest that if you're in that situation like Eboni K. Williams, she and you need to humble yourself, okay? Because you never know. You never know. And as they say in the Bible, the ones in the end of the day, at the end times, the one in the top goes to the bottom, and the ones in the bottom rises to the top, okay? But that's the problem right there, and that's the reason probably, well, like I said, on top of her saying that she had them all, so she's probably a concubine, is the reason why a lot of these women, or where they're at in the first place, particularly like black women. Okay, many black women. Are they exceptions to the rules? Absolutely. But the group of black women, don't jump on me for saying that, okay? But this is documented information, is the group that's the least married, okay? Because of attitudes like that, it doesn't help. That's all I'm saying. Yes, there are probably 31 women out there, So that doesn't pertain to you if you know that you that type. And I'm done talking. Let me know what you think about the video.